The Scopes monkey trial changed how America thought about evolution and religion. The trial started as an attempt to repeal the Butler Act and allow for evolution to be taught in schools in Dayton, Tennessee. The 1925 Scopes monkey trial set a precedent for future legal and social battles over science and religion in American society. A small-town schoolteacher, John T. Scopes, in Dayton, was charged with violating state law and put on trial for teaching evolution to his high school biology class. He had been hired by the ACLU in an attempt to repeal the Butler Act. This case determined if freedom of religion in schools would be protected. The Scopes trial had a large cultural impact and continues to affect America today. The trial's main intention was to kill the Butler Act before it had permanent impact of erasing evolution from schools. The Butler Act was a law passed in 1925 and repealed in 1967. It prevented evolution from being taught in schools in the state of Tennessee. The law declared that any theory that denies the story of divine creation of man taught in the Bible was illegal to teach, referring to evolution. Evolution is a theory that humans evolved from apes and were not created by God in 6 days, as it says in the Genesis. Evolution means all living things are related by descent, which, alongside the fossil record, debunks religious beliefs. The first evidence of evolution was discovered by Charles Darwin. On May 9, 1925, Clarence Darrow began the trial by giving a 1-hour-long speech about how the Butler Act is a religious view. Nearing the end of the trial, Darrow called up William Jennings Bryan, Scopes' prosecutor, to interrogate him as a Bible expert, proving that he was uneducated. To end the trial, Darrow told the judge to find his client guilty, preventing Bryan from giving his closing statement. Fundamentalists, the side against evolution, had won the case, but modernists had won the culture war. The 1925 Scopes monkey trial set the stage for many other cases ranging from freedom of religion to having basic rights, such as abortion, which has actually been proven by science to save lives and benefit women. In schools across the country, books are banned because they involve examples of race and gender, which resembles how books about evolution were banned in 1925. The Supreme Court has continuously denied bills demanding Christianity be taught in public schools, protecting freedom of education from laws that resemble the Butler Act. The Scopes trial was a watershed moment in the 20th century that shaped the way future cases have been handled in America. It was clear that after the trial, the battle between science and religion would not be the same. After the trial and repeal of the Butler Act, over 20 states attempted a similar law, with Mississippi and Texas being some of the few to successfully do it for a short period of time. Social battles and legal cases in American society have been modeled after the Scopes trial in 1925. The trial is still known as one of the most impactful cases of the 20th century. It changed the way science and religion were compared.